like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers, off we go from L.A. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second and 11 now. Purdy into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Arrowhead. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 49.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Screen play. McKinnon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. 44 yards. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Caught left side, Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 now. Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 41, Mahomes. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And some room to roam now. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that could save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. He's going to take another shot here. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Buying time to his left. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there.
And now here is another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
Touchdown, L.A.! Gerald Everett, 50 yards. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. On first down, McKinnon again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 16, Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That right there, Charles, is your exclamation mark. They already had the night.